bring the breath into our practice. As we get ready for the new moon on Saturday, we're going to be releasing, and we're also going to start to think about what seeds of intention do we want to plant as the new moon arrives this Saturday. All right, so what are we releasing and what do we want to invite into our lives? So let's just take a nice comfortable stance on the mat, and as your breath smooths out, just consider those two things. What am I releasing? And what do I want to invite in? What do I want to plant? And let's use the breath to help us with those two things. So turning the palms out, exhale. And then as you inhale, think about what it is that you want to bring in at this time. Draw it up, up, up. Okay, and then turn your palms to face the earth, and anything that you want to release, as you exhale, draw your palms down through the center and just press that down into the earth. Let go. Inhale the arms out and up, drawing in what you desire, and palms down, exhaling what no longer serves you. Whether it's right this moment, it's not going to serve your practice or your week, or longer period than that. You're in charge. Inhale, arms up, breathing in what we want, and exhaling, releasing what no longer serves. And one more time like that. Inhale. Reach, 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 and exhale what no longer serves. And then just come back to your mountain pose at the top of, well, right wherever you are on your mat. And inhale and exhale. All right, so that was a good start on opening the shoulders as well. Let's do a little more shoulder opening and make your legs more comfortable. So that could be widening your stance for you. Your knees and hips are going to just be soft here, but your spine is always long. We're never just collapsing, right? We're always long, but we're relaxed in the lower half of the body. Hands to the shoulders, and we're going to take the shoulders forward, up, and around. Forward, up, and around. Big shoulder rolls with the elbows bent. If you hear some crunching, that's probably good. That means that stiffness is being released. Forward, up, and around. And then the next time you're out to your sides, hold here, and we'll reverse. So we go back, up, and forward. Back, up, and forward. So just reversing that action. Keep the spine long. We're not doing this. We're keeping the spine long, just moving the shoulders. 3 and 2 and 1. And shake it out. Okay, inhale and exhale. So we're going to do something called the Venus flytrap. It's a form of cat and cow. I was going through some old papers and I found it in one of my old sequences, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember doing that a lot. Arms are out here. Inhale, and remember this is kind of going to be like cat and cow. As you exhale, you round forward and draw your forearms together, right? Just like a Venus flytrap, closing in on something delicious that you want, and then release it to the universe, up and back. In and back. In and back. Yes. So we can have great things. We can also share them. So we take it in and we share it. We take it in and we share it. And one more. Woo! And then drop those arms, shake them out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so our tilt our side lengthening is going to be releasing heaven and earth. So with the feet slightly wider than hip width distance, the knees and hips are kind of soft here. Rub your hands together with a slight bend to the knees, and then as you straighten the legs, right palm up, left palm to the earth, right palm to the sky. Bring your hands back to heart center. Gentle bend to the knees and straightening the legs, left palm up, right palm to the earth, and come center, and keep moving through side to side. Yeah, feel that real, take your time with this so you get a chance to feel the length in your heaven side. Keep your breath moving, yep. And the next time your right hand is up and your left hand is down, hang out here and notice the energy just making its way from the palm of your right hand and out the palm of your left hand, and then come back to center and bring it up. Left hand up, we hold here, observing the energy coming through, left palm and out the right. And bring the hand center and shake everything. Inhale and exhale. So while we're nice and loose in the lower half of the body here, we're going to do our twisting in the same way, okay? With nice movement in the lower body. So left arm, right arm, reach and reach. So if your heels want to lift, they lift. The hips go with the arms. We're reaching and reaching, getting a nice little twist, and then start taking the hands maybe down a little closer, as close as you want, toward the earth. Whatever's working for you here, down, twist and twist. Start taking it back up. And now we're going to reach more toward the sky, side to side here, twisting. Let the lower half of the body have fun with this as the upper half works on the twist, and then we'll come back to center, side to side, twisting right to left, slowing things down, coming back, and bringing the feet hip width distance. Let's stay here for a moment and just close your eyes and see if you can feel your energy, what's happened with your energy here. And just breathe, inhale and exhale, and shake it out. All right, so we are going to come to the back of the mat here. Okay, feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, forward fold from the hip creases. Bring your hands to your thighs, take a half lift, sinking the hips down. Walk your hands forward to plank. So if your hands are on a chair, you're walking your feet back to the plank, right? We're in a plank here, taking it to down dog, hips up. Inhale and exhale. Come back to plank. Now as you come into down dog, take your right leg up. Come into plank. As you come back into down dog, take your left leg up. Come back to plank, down dog, walk your hands back to your feet, feet getting closer to the chair if you have a chair, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Inhale and exhale. All right, so that was just a little warm up. Float the arms up, inhale, exhale, swan dive, take it forward to plank. Come into down dog, and bring the knees down to tabletop. Okay, we're going to do a 3-part crunch here. You can do this with your hands on the chair too. We're in tabletop. Take your right leg back. Now, take your right knee towards your right elbow. Right leg back. Knee and forehead under the body. Right leg back. Knee comes over toward the left. And back, and knee down. Okay, did that all make sense? Okay, left leg up. Okay, left knee toward left elbow. And back, knee and forehead, and back, left knee toward the right elbow, and back, knee down, down dog. Walk your hands towards your feet. When you get there, float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. All right, so that was a 3-part crunch. We're going to try it from down dog this time. It's actually somewhat easier in down dog because you've got more room to move. But you can always bring your knee down if you want, okay? So it was actually fun on the chair too because there's plenty of space for everything to happen. Feet are hip width distance. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Walk forward into a plank. Take it to down dog. We're going to take the right leg up. Notice as you bring your right knee towards your right elbow, your body's going to come forward. Like you're in a plank, take it back. Knee and forehead under the body and back. Right knee to left elbow. See how you have more room than you had in table? Take it back. Right foot down. Walk your hands back to your feet and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Remember, you can always bring a knee down. Any questions about that? Is everybody okay to continue with that? We're going to do it with the left side now. All right? So back of the mat. Float the arms up, inhale, exhale, swan dive. Take it forward to plank. Yeah, you know where you're going. Take it to plank. Now take it to down dog. Left leg up, left knee to left elbow, leg back, head and knee crunch under and back. Left knee to right elbow and back, and take it to downward facing dog. Walk your hands back, float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center, and release. All right. Wave at me if that felt like some nice core work for you too. Anybody get some core out of that? Okay, yes, we actually were trying for that. Okay, so we're still at the back of our mat. Let's take the arms up. Inhale, exhale, swan dive over the hip creases. This time we're going to take a half lift here and sink the hips, hands down. Walk forward just to down dog here. Let's find down dog, bend one knee and then the other. Really roll through those feet, press the heels toward the mat. One heel down and hold. Other heel down and hold. 2 heels down and hold. Good, and then very mindfully bring both knees down to the mat. Sit off to the side and find a seated mountain pose. Okay. Inhale and exhale. And sit up nice and tall. All right. Now let's give everything a little shake here. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a little dead bug series to do a little more core work and to work on releasing the hips. So let's take it down here. Okay, everybody knows you can always keep 1 or 2 feet on the mat. So we're going to start with 2 arms up, 2 knees up. Okay, now you can always have 1 foot down. We're going 4 times, right leg, left arm, and in 4 times. Your left foot could be down or up. And after your 4th time on the right, go ahead, left leg, right arm. 4 times. And release both feet to the mat. Let the knees gently open and close. Release those hips. Inhale and exhale. All right, so now we're going to do alternating. So you really look more like a dead bug now, okay? 2 knees, 2 arms. We're going right leg, left arm, and up. Left leg, right arm, and up. Same thing in the chair, yes. Right and left, right and left, right and left. And keep going, right and left, right and left. We started right leg, left arm. So the next time you go left leg, right arm, you'll be about even. Hug your knees in. Inhale and exhale. All right. So now we're going to work on the obliques. Okay? Let's start with the feet on the mat, because that always is a great place to start. Arms up. Turn your take your palms to touch. Roll your shoulders and head up, and take your hands, both hands, over to the right and center, to the left and center. Okay, so that's option 1. All right. So now we're going to take the knees up, roll the shoulders and head up, take the hands to the right and center, to the left and center. That's option 2. Then option 3, hands to the right, left leg extends and back, hands to the left, right leg extends and back. So you're going side to side, 2 feet on the floor, 2 knees, okay? You're going to do the same thing in the chair, okay? Side to side. You're still getting your obliques here. Nice. These are looking beautiful, people. Yes. Side to side. We started with 2 hands to the right. So the next time you go 2 hands to the left, you'll be even. Bring it in. Take a nice long stretch. 2 arms, 2 legs. Nice and long. And then hug your knees in. Inhale and exhale. So this is the Apanasana wind removing pose here. It's also just a nice place to relax. Inhale and exhale. And bring your feet down. Take your feet hip width distance and let your knees gently open and close. Little butterfly wings here. Okay, we're going to extend. You can keep your left knee bent or extend your left leg and your right leg. So we're extending either 2 legs, 2 arms overhead. Bring the right knee in and hold on. So the left knee is either straight or bent. Inhale and exhale. Same thing in the chair, you just brought your leg in. Okay, and we're going to hold on to the shin or the hamstring. Take the left arm out to the side and let that leg open. This is your right leg. It's going to the right and in, to the right and center. And then extend the right leg, arms overhead, and as you exhale, left leg comes in, holding on to the left shin or hamstring, right arm out to the side, open and close, open and close. Notice how each hip is feeling here. All right, come back to center. Extend the left leg, okay? Take a nice deep extension here and draw both knees back in. Bring the soles of your feet together so you're in a kind of a reclined cobbler's pose here, but the feet are up. And just hang here, okay? In a chair, you would just raise one leg and then the other. And let's go ahead and release feet to the mat, butterfly wings, open and close. And we're going to come up to hands and knees. All right, so come on up, hands and knees here, inhale and exhale. Okay, we're going to continue with some rainbows. So make sure your wrists are happy. Now if your wrists are not happy, you can do these standing. You can have your hands on a wall or a table. Okay, if you're in a chair, you're going to do this with a bent knee. Take your leg out to the side and back. Okay, from table, your right leg comes back. Your left knee is under the left hip. And take the foot out to the right. Make a big rainbow over to the left. Out to the right, over to the left. And try and keep the action from your hip to your toe rather than your whole hip or torso swinging around. Okay? Nice little rainbow here. Next time your right foot is over to the left, just hang out there and look around past your left shoulder and see if you spot your foot. And then come back around, right knee down. Okay, let's come up to the knees for a second and shake out the hands. Give the wrists a little break. Come back to your tabletop, left leg back. And rainbow here. So it's left foot to the left, up and over. We're making a nice big circle, but we're moving from the hip to the toe. And the next time your left foot is over to the right, just hang here and look past your right shoulder. See if you spot your left foot, or maybe you look under that right arm. Take it back, knees down. Walk your hands forward, and we're just going to go forward and back a few times, preparing the body for child's pose. So as you're ready, bring your big toes together, knees wide apart, and take your child's pose. So you can just relax. Meditating, take a little meditative seat here. And then find your way to downward facing dog. All right, from your dog, go ahead and take whatever journey you like, feet to the hands. Bring your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward, inhale. Exhale, take a forward fold, and then float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center, and release. Okay, everybody good? We're going to be moving into sun salutations, and we're going to do that 3-part crunch. Okay, so I'm just going to show you something here. Okay, you're in down dog. Your right leg comes up. As your right knee comes towards your right elbow, you're drawn forward into plank, right? As your right knee comes towards your left elbow, you're drawn forward into plank, right? All right, let's do it that way the first time. Top of the mat. Remember, you can always opt to do something else, or you can just bring your knees down. You remember how to do it on a chair? Okay, float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive over the hip creases here. Find your half lift. Now sink the hips, drop the hands, step back with the right leg, hang out in your lunge. Okay, just enjoy this lunge, and then find your way to plank. Planks can always be knees up or knees down. And then we chaturanga here. Take it down. Okay, So we're going to be working on a Superman. So your hands are right under your shoulders. Your feet are mat width distance apart. Extend your hands straight out from your shoulders here. Okay? You take your right arm and your left leg up and down. Left arm, right leg up and down. And if you think it's you tonight, 2 arms, 2 legs, Superman, and down. Right leg, left arm up and down. Left leg, right arm up and down. 2 legs, 2 arms, and down. All right, now bring your hands under your shoulders. Find your way to down dog. Okay. From down dog, the right leg comes up. Right knee toward the right elbow. You're actually in plank, right? Take your right leg back. Knee to forehead, under the body. Right leg back. Right knee to left elbow. Here's a nice twist. And back. And then take your right knee forward, forward. Plant your right foot. And walk the rest of the way up to the top of your mat. As you take a half lift, then forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, any questions about that? Is everybody good to go on the left? Top of the mat, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, we swan dive from the hips. Half lift, hands to the thighs. Sinking the hips, hands come down. Left leg comes back, we're in a lunge. Taking it back to plank. Nice strong chaturanga with the elbow creases facing forward. Remember, we want, yep. All right, so let's go back into that Superman. Extend the arms, legs are mat width distance apart. And we're going to go right leg, left arm, left leg, right arm, and 2 legs, 2 arms. And release, hands back under the shoulders, find your way to down dog. Yep. Left leg comes up, left knee to left elbow, left leg back, knee and forehead together, left leg back, left knee to right elbow, left leg back, left foot takes a giant step forward, find the rest of the way to the top of your mat, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. Okay, so I bet you thought we were done with that, right? Not quite. We're going to go add one more option, all right? So when you're here and you go to your same elbow to the center, now when you go to the side, you can let that be it, or you can extend your leg and come into kind of a side plank with the bottom leg out. Okay, and then come back to dog. Does that make sense? All right, let's try it. Top of the mat. Just go with it. On the chair, just do what you've been doing as I demonstrated. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Forward fold. Oh, we're going to set the hips back. You're right. Okay, all I need to do is stop, and I get messed up. Step back with the right, followed by the left. Come into your plank. Chaturanga. Let's turn this back bend into just a little cobra here, and take it to a downward facing dog. All right, so you can continue the way you've been. It's going to start out that way anyway. Right leg back. Right knee to right elbow, right leg back, knee to forehead under the body, right leg back, Right knee to left elbow. Stay here or draw that right leg forward and open up if you want. Yeah. And release back and up. So the right leg is back up, and then journey your feet to your hands. Take a half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. All right, so remember on the chair, you're doing the same thing. You just have you have nice space to work in. Okay, here we go, top of the mat. I'm going to go this way so you can see what's happening on the left side, but you all know what you're doing, so you don't really have to worry about looking. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Hips down, hands down, step back with the left leg. Come into plank. Chaturanga. Good. Now lift into a gentle cobra and find your way to downward facing dog. All right. From your dog, you're taking your left leg up, left knee to left elbow. Take the left leg up, knee and forehead under the body, left leg up. Left knee to right elbow. Stay here or extend that left leg and come into a side plank with your bottom leg extended. Right hand comes back down, left leg up. Take the left foot forward and journey to the top of your mat where you half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. And come into mountain pose. And we're just going to breathe here. Let the breath settle back down. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we just made a lot of space in releasing. So now we are going to fill that space with things that we want. This is where our seeds of intention come in, right? So let's just calm things down a bit and take the legs wide with the toes turned out and just go down and up, letting the inner thighs release and relax. And we'll add some arms here. So arms up, 5-pointed star to moonflower, down and up. 5-pointed star to moonflower, down and up. All right, and now we're going to add the sun to help our seeds grow. So we're going to do sunflower, which involves the forward fold. You go as far as you want. Knees bend, take it down, right arm crosses in front of left and up. Arms down, left arm in front of right and up. And it's down and up, right arm, left arm. Okay, down and up. You can add the arms here too. You can add arms without even forward folding. That's completely up to you. But make sure you're switching arms so your shoulders get released. Down and up, down and up. And we started with the right arm in front. So the next time your left arm goes in front, go ahead and just draw all the way up, inhale, and bring your hands down, step the feet together, and shake it out. All right, we're going to do a little bit of triangle to pyramid here. So take your legs wide. Remember in triangle, both legs will be staying straight. Right toes head to the right, left toes turn in at an angle, okay? And the pelvis is still parallel to the earth. That hip isn't lifted right now. Arms are out. Okay, and we're reaching forward and back, forward and back. Forward. Here's where that hip starts to lift, but it's not already turned out. You see the difference? Forward and back. Now take the right arm long, long, long. Let it drop to your leg, keeping your shoulders stacked. Left arm comes up. Okay, you could be holding on. Good, and then come on back up. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn the left toes forward. Legs are still wide. Arms are out. We haven't hiked up that hip. Arms are out, and we reach and back. Extend through the side. Extend and back. Extend, moving into triangle now. Extend, extend, extend. Left hand down, right arm up. The most important is the stacking of the shoulders, not how far down this left hand is going. And come on up from your triangle, hands to the hips. All 10 toes forward. Your index fingers are in your hip creases here. And just come into either a half or less forward fold. So if you want to stop here, you stop here. If you want to go all the way into half, you go all the way into half. Inhale and exhale. Feel your hamstrings release. We're going to be using them in a minute, and come on up. All right, let's shake it out. Bring the feet together. Give the legs a crazy little shake here. Okay, we're going to be using the hamstrings for the pyramid. Take your legs wide again. Turn your right toes forward. Left toes in at an angle. Arms are out. We reach, 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 coming into triangle. Right hand down, left arm up. Okay. Now, gaze up toward your left fingertips and observe your left hand coming to the right leg gently. Put a bend in that right knee. Bring your hands to the mat. You can stay here, or you can start to straighten and bend that knee. Now, if your knee doesn't straighten any amount with your hands on the mat, you can gently bring your hands to your right leg, but don't press into your right leg. And then come into a pyramid here. Inhale and exhale. We're just holding with the right knee straight. Come back into triangle here. And come on up. Hands to the hips. We're taking the left toes forward. Arms out. Okay, coming into triangle on the left. And same thing, we're coming down into pyramid. Left knee bends and straightens. Bends and straightens. Your fingertips might stay on the mat. They might come gently to the leg, but we're not pressing into that leg. Okay? You're getting the same action if you're at a chair. Same thing. Hold in your pyramid. Good, and then take it back to the triangle. And come on up. Hands to the hips. Fingers, index fingers are in your hip creases now. All 10 toes are forward. Inhale and fold forward from your hips. You're feeling those hamstrings. See if your hands will come all the way down, even if you heel toe your feet wider apart. If your hands don't come all the way down, then bend your knees. We want the hands to the mat so we can walk forward into a wide-legged downward facing dog. And then start to walk the hands back. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up, take a breath. Come the rest of the way up. And find a way to get your feet back together. You might heel toe a little bit and then jump if they got super wide, right? Shake it out. Shake it out. Everybody good? Okay. Inhale and exhale. All right. So we're going to start making our way down, and before we do, because we're going to be doing a couple of things, Janu Shasana for one. So before we go down, just kind of see what the body wants to do. All right, and then come to the top of your mat, gathering anything you want for your final relaxation. Find your mountain pose, scan your body, see if you can feel your energy moving, see what's happening for you. All right, we're going to work our way into downward facing dog. Float the arms up, inhale, exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Sink the hips, bring the hands down, and step back into downward facing dog. Your dog can be a table. All right, so then go ahead and bring your feet together. Take your knees to one side, hips to the other, knees and hips. If you were in table, you're just letting the hips go side to side. Nice. And come back to center. Bring both knees down, sit off to the side, and come to seated mountain pose. All right, so in seated mountain pose, the legs are long, the feet are super flexed, the spine is long, everything's engaged here, and we're going to come into Janu Shasana. So we're going to take the right foot to the left leg. Traditionally, it's at the thigh. In your body, it might be better for the foot to be lower on the leg. So you check in with what you need. Left foot is flexed, turn towards your left leg, draw the arms overhead, and folding from the hip creases, keeping the arms long. When you get here, cross at the wrists and hold on to your left leg, keeping your gaze toward the left toes. Now uncross your wrists with long arms, draw the arms all the way up, bring your hands down. Help your right knee up. Your right foot is a hand's width distance away from your left thigh. Again, that foot might be more closer to the shin, the lower leg. That would be fine too. Sit up nice and tall with the foot flexed. Left hand to the right shin. Right arm up and back without tugging. We're letting the body rotate, twisting to the left. That would be your right, twisting to the right. And then turn your gaze toward your right shoulder. And on your exhale, turn your gaze toward your left shoulder. Come back, turn your gaze toward the right. And come center and release. 2 legs forward, give them a crazy shake. All right, now we're going to Janu on the left. So your left foot is coming to your right thigh or lower on the leg, up to you. Right foot is flexed. Turn towards your right leg. Inhale, float the arms up. Reach, 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 long, long, long. Cross at the wrists and hold on to either side of your right leg. Okay, so your left hand is outside the right leg. Right hand is inside. Your gaze is toward your toes here. It's a nice long stretch. Uncross, draw the arms up. Bring it down. Now take your left knee up. Your left foot is 1 hand's width distance away from your either right thigh or right leg, wherever you are. Right hand to the left shin. Left arm up and back. Spine long, twisting toward the left. We're using the torso, not the right arm to help us twist. Turn your gaze to the left. On your exhale, turn your gaze to the right. And gaze back to the left. And then release, unwind, shake everything out. All right, so we're going to be going back into that twist with possibly a slight modification, okay? So you bend your right knee, okay? And just where we had before is great. Now, take your right foot to the outside of your left leg and see if you can keep your hips square on the mat when you do this. Okay, if your right hip is up here, then this is not the right place for you. So take your right foot outside the right leg if that works for you. Left hand is on the right shin again. Right arm is up and back. Inhale. And from here, twist with a nice long spine. And possibly take the elbow, left elbow, outside the right knee. And turn your gaze toward your right shoulder. And then release, unwind your right leg. Give your legs a crazy shake. And we're going to do that on the left. So when you bring your left foot, as we had it earlier, both hips are on the mat, both sit bones, right? Now take your left foot outside your right. If you can still keep your sit bones on the mat, then fine. If not, you want to bring your foot back to the side, the inside of your right leg. Right hand holds on to that left shin. Left arm up and back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And take your twist to the left, taking your gaze to the left. And if it's you tonight, you might extend that right arm up and then take the right elbow outside the left knee. Spines are nice and beautifully straight, yes. Good, release, unwind, both legs long, and go ahead and wiggle out those legs, give them a nice little shake. Inhale and exhale. Let's give the wrists a nice little shake. They've been working hard supporting us. Okay. And we're going to take it down and continue to release. So let's roll down here and draw the knees in, hug in, and just rock a little side to side here. Now come back to center, put your hands on your knees. We're going to make circles from here. The hands stay attached to the knees, so you know they're going to be controlled small circles. Knees press away, to the right, in and to the left. Away, to the right, in and to the left. Keep going. One more circle, and when you get here, the next time your knees are in, you stay here. And then we go away to the left, in and to the right. And keep going. Let the breath move. And come back to center, bring 2 feet to the mat, hands by your side, and let your knees gently open and close. Inhale and exhale. All right, so now we're going to take a half happy baby. So just bring your right knee in, hold on to your right foot. You might have the inside of your foot or the outside of your foot. You want your right knee coming into your right armpit. Okay, half happy baby. Now that left leg might want to straighten some. If that's you, go ahead and straighten your left leg. Right knee to the right armpit, half happy baby. Okay, let's release, right foot to the mat, left knee in, holding on to the inside or outside of your left foot. Half happy baby on the left. Right leg might extend some amount or it might stay bent quite a lot. Right, your left knee is heading in towards your left shoulder. Half happy baby. And then go ahead, release 2 feet to the mat. Let your knees open and close. We're going to keep the left foot on the mat and just take that right leg straight up. Point and flex the foot. Circle the ankle, one direction and the other. And switch sides. Right foot down, left leg up, point and flex. Think about everything that your foot and ankles have done for you today as you rotate one direction and the other with that ankle and bring the foot down. Take a moment of gratitude. Take your legs mat width distance apart. Take your arms long. We're going to do gentle windshield wipers from here. The legs are mat width distance apart. Knees right, gaze left, knees left, gaze right. Keep it gentle, just releasing the spine. And then bring your knees and your gaze back to center. You can leave your feet this wide or bring them back to hip width, whatever feels good to you. We're going to open and close and wiggle the fingers. And then rotate the wrists. One direction and the other. All right, bring your hands down by your side. Now we want the feet hip width distance. And we're going to do just little rolling bridges here. Okay, we've done this with the block before, so just envision that there's a block in between your thighs, right? Feel that tension of your inner thighs hugging that block so that your knees stay right where they are. Exhale. Arms up overhead as the hips start to lift. The hands come behind with the backs of the hands touching down behind you. Hips are up and slowly roll down. And keep moving through your back bend. Arms back, hips gentle lift. Slowly roll down. Yes, those knees are behaving just as though there were a block in between. Nice. Now the next time your arms are back and your hips are lifted, keep your hips lifted while your arms come back down by your side. And you can stay here or you can move into a deeper bridge, right? You might take your shoulder blades toward each other and clasp your hands. You might walk your heels closer to your hips, or you might just stay right where you were and enjoy being there. And then we're going to put space in between the shoulder blades and slowly roll the spine back down to the earth. And just be here in neutral for a moment. Maybe come back to the seed that you planted. What is your intention? Just let your focus be on that for a moment. And now just take your right leg straight up. Either clasp your hands around your hamstring, right? So you're holding the right hamstring with the hands clasped, or if they don't clasp, just hold on to the side of your leg And we're going to clear the spine by pressing the right leg into the hands. It's moving away from the face. Release, bend the right knee, left leg up, same thing. Clasp and press the leg in, or just hold on to the side of the leg and press the leg away from the face. Spinal clearing. And then release, take 2 feet to the mat, open and close gently, little butterfly wings here. And then take a moment, bring your hands down by your side, scan your body, see what needs to happen before you can be comfortable in final relaxation. If anything needs to move, if there's a pose that you wanted to do that we didn't do, go ahead and do that. Wiggle around, okay? Just find out what your body is asking for. Realign. Decide if your legs are going to be straight or your knees will be bent tonight. And coming into your final relaxation position. Inhale through the nose, and as you slowly exhale through the mouth, just allow your body to melt onto the earth. Just enjoying a few moments of conscious relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Gently invite movement back to your body, wiggling fingers and toes. And on your next inhale, extend your legs and arms long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. And as you're ready, press yourself back up to a nice easy seat. As you draw your palms together, turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.